And look, you have an age student. That's true too.
Okay, that's another thing.
A lot of the students I teach, though, they're coming in their 30s.
Oh man, I mean,
they're
but you mentioned like the older ones. It's almost like it's too late, though, right?
I don't think anybody's too late because everybody has something to learn, and a lot of times they have students, children and things like that, or their profession. They could be around youth. You know what I'm saying? But the reason that older people are harder to teach is because they're not good students anymore. So they don't know how to say. Right, they don't make time. They don't know how to make time for learning.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, because
yeah,
the critique that the people that I've heard the critique from in terms of like, yeah, your generation. I just look at these people and I say, okay, first of all, like you don't even really even have a family.
Yeah.
Right.
And the thing is, though, there's a lot of older people. Like I have students that are in their 30s and they don't have children.
Right. Not that there's a real knock on that, but it's just like.
But that would be among the 5%. Like the only person I know that was an elder that didn't have children was Wise Jamel. He was the only one, and I don't think that made him the way he was. But Wise Jamel loved children. Like he was
right
to a magnificent degree. We all the elders love the children in ways that regular people don't, that you see every day. But if you had to actually pick one elder that loved the children and showed it every single minute, it had to be Wise Jamel. He was like the guy that I would show you how we deal with, why we call the children the best part, But Wise Jamel really, his style of teaching, he loved the 85%. He knew not to hate on them. He often would scold people.
Right, and you just mentioned about like dissing the 85%.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying?
But and I hear like dealing with today's I don't settle. Well, no, I don't care about the poor part.
Right. Who are you teaching then?
That's the question, right? Is if you don't care about the poor part, I mean, not to settle on the poor part, but you have to develop the poor part.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Yeah, who are we teaching if you're not?
Right, you have to deal with the poor part. You have to deal with the 85%. You have to go amongst the 85%, and then you have to go where there's a need.
Like in school, like we get poor. That means that if you just work a little harder, you could shoot up and get satisfactory and excellent. But like, that's who you deal with. You deal with the poor, the poorest. You know what I mean? The poorest part. It's crazy how people have these mentalities. A lot of it is excuses, God, not to teach.
Right, and God, that's what I say. Like, so if you're saying, because that's become a part of the vernacular. Like, I don't care about the poor part.
Yeah.
But if you're not caring about the poor part, that means you're not developing the poor part to become the best part.
Yeah, because
you're just trying to just go to the best part.
Within the individual, though, there's always an identifiable poor part. That's why I tell the students, always bathe yourself of belief. You'll always get dirty with things that you are dealing with that are based on belief because there's so much to learn and you have to make decisions regardless to whom or what. What is the belief that you're dealing with the most, that is most crucial to your decisions? That's the next thing to learn. And it goes that way with the students, you know what I mean? It's enough to me that we pick the student we're going to teach. I think that's enough power already, But sometimes you don't pick a student. Yeah. Sometimes the student's demeanor and the type of thing that you are realizing that they could use is being chosen. You have to speak up.
By the student.
Right, yeah. Sometimes the student is just going to show that he could really use something. And I think 5% like, we just have to step up and gamble and say something. I don't know. We got so trapped into like, if you have a job where you can't build, then that means that you should what about your regular daily life outside of the job? I don't see that. I don't see that. And, maybe they're not cool enough. Maybe they were only cool, though, when quality music was out, You can't be
So
hip.
cool only when Rakim is out, right?
Right.
Or when Brand Nubian is
You
popping.
know, when Wu-Tang, you know, when Glaciers of Ice was killing it. You know?
Wow.
If Mega did this.